Okay, number 2 walk of the day. It was so beautiful, had to get out again. Okay, this time I'm going to be walking along the perimeter of my property. And actually, this is the first walk of the year for me doing this. Usually I take the trails across the street, but I built this trail about 15 years ago. And you gotta keep on walking it, otherwise it starts filling in and getting kind of unpassable. So I brought the dog with me, and he took off. I don't know. I think he ran after a deer or something. Where are you, dude? I hear you. There he is. Hey, Deo. Oh, we got a big tree that fell in the middle of the path. I'm gonna have to cut that up. Looks like wow, look at that. Just snapped. Yeah, well, what a gorgeous day. It's a lot warmer than it was earlier today. Feels like it's closer to 60 now. Wow, got a lot of cleanup to do. That's what happens when you get out here for the first time through a winter, especially through a harsh winter. So it's about about a 3/4 of a mile walk to go all the way around the property. Something like that. Takes a little while. Hey, Dale. Come on. Yahoo! He loves the outdoors. He's a good dog. What do you hear something? Is there a deer over there? A lot of times the deer, they pad down at the bottom of that hill. So they've actually marked the trail with these little markers. Cut them out from some vinyl siding. Although the trail is well enough worn now that, over 15 years, that it's easy enough to see. Ooh. Oh man, I wish I could see that. There was I missed it. Looked like an eagle. Might have been a hawk, but looked too big for a hawk. So this entire area right here looks kind of desolate, but in about 3 weeks, we're going to have fern everywhere. It's going to be just unbelievably thick with fern. Boy, a lot of trees are down. That's a great thing. I guess that's one good thing about winter, I get a lot of hardwood trees that come down, and got to haul them back up to the property and cut them up and then dry them out. And another big tree down. That was old and rotted, but geez, everything gets recycled here. Oh wow, some of this looks impassable. We'll have to take a little shortcut. All right? And we'll take a little shortcut. Oh, that's a big tree. Look at that. Uprooted. Right there. Right across my path. A lot of times, coyote, they find these uprooted trees, newly uprooted trees, and they use that dugout as a place to maybe start a little den. Doesn't look like they were here though. Okay. Looking pretty good. A little wetness. I do have wetlands down here. You can see right here, starting to seep in. There's a natural spring, which I'll show you. It's actually an artesian well, and it was built, I don't know, maybe 150, 200 years ago. But it's way on the other side of the property. Take a little while to get over there. Yeah, you see these? Put up these no trespassing signs because we get people down here looking for deer, and believe it or not, they'll bring some heavy-duty artillery down here, and they'll be shooting a deer, and it's only about 700-800 feet from the house. Idiots. As a matter of fact, my wife once was walking our dog and came across somebody who had a big shotgun on him. I don't know why he was trying to hunt deer with a shotgun. Maybe it had buckshot in it, I don't know. All right. So here goes Deo. Yes. See, the wetlands is kind of filling in a little bit. Come on, Dale, let's go. So on one side of the property, there is this really pretty little brook that is fed by the artesian well, and a lot of times we find brook trout in the well. They make their way up well. The path looks pretty clear. I mean, there's not a whole lot of debris coming across it. It's not a terribly wide path. It's only my wife and myself that use it, and the occasional person that somehow forages in here somehow, finds their way in. Kind of difficult. So it's like a valley. I don't know if you can see this. We're up on a ridge, and way down in there is all like wetlands. That's part of the interior of the property. Yeah, there's going to be a little cleanup necessary here. All right, I'm going to shut it off until we get to the brook. Okay, Doug, we're heading down to the brook. Down there. Oop, obstacle. not a very impressive brook, but it's probably, I don't know, it's probably been there for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. My little footbridge. All right, so here's the brook. It's pretty. Find a lot of crayfish in here, brook trout. And it goes all the way back there. It feeds into another brook. There's a whole network of them around here. Deo knows the way, by the way. He's been down this path hundreds of times. And we got another little makeshift. This used to be part of our picnic table. Yeah, see, there's the brook. Get a little drink. It's crystal clear, fresh spring water. Wow. It looks like there's a war zone. Everything's just down everywhere. You can still see the path though. That's a good thing. We're coming up on the artesian well. We'll see if there are any brook trout in there. All right, there it is. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll step back a little bit. It's lined with a bunch of cut stone, and so the farmers that were working this land, I don't know, 150, 200 years ago, must have found this and then basically created a definitive watering hole, a place where they can go. If you look closely, if you look down there, you can see that it's kind of got this whitish sand, and that's diatomaceous earth that is bubbling up as the well emits and then fills up this, and then feeds the brook that I just showed you, and then goes around and back. I don't see any brook trout in there. Oh, yep, there is one there. It's hard to see. I don't know if I'm capturing this, but he's going. Yep, there he goes. All right, so we got our first brook trout of the year. I think he's the only guy in there. He's kind of trapped. Unless we get a good rain, then he can go upstream. All right, on our way. We got a big tree across the path here. See another one of my little footbridges from my picnic table. I'll have to cut this up later on. Here's a more fancy bridge. What do you think of that? Isn't that neat? Okay, come on. Now, it doesn't look like much right now, but this area gets pretty wet sometimes. It's pretty in here. This is another area where the deer tend to pad down. We have these old stone walls that have been here for hundreds of years, marking off the boundaries of old farmland. I mean, there's nothing around here. Can't hear any cars, no people. Just right around the corner, though, Everything's there. Come on, Dale. Let's get a move on, doggy. Come on, little doggy. There's another tree across the path that snapped. All of this happened this winter. I need a new chainsaw, by the way. So if anybody has any recommendations. There's another tree that snapped. Huh. Got some skunk cabbage growing in here. All right, we're coming up on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Got a nice little pine forest. I have to check myself for ticks when we get back. Come on, let's go. It's only a branch. Yeah, the path over here really needs to be better defined. There's some big pine trees here, by the way. This one here is bigger. Probably some hawks nesting up there. A lot of owl back here too. We got fisher cat, coyote, bobcats. I don't know if you know what a fisher cat is, but that's one nasty little animal. I guess it's kind of, I think it might be in the bear family, but it looks like almost like a, oh, lots of deer dung here. They're patting down over here too. It looks like kind of like a badger, a cross between a badger and a weasel. Imagine the look of a snarly badger, but in kind of a weasel body that's about maybe 10 times the size of a weasel. I mean, these things can get up to, I think, 50, 60 pounds. And they are nasty. We get a lot of fox here. I think the fishers hunt the fox. If you can imagine that. Of course, you got your raccoon and possum. And lots of deer. And there has been sightings of something that somebody called a golden cat once. I don't know how it got here, but pretty big cat. My neighbor saw it. It's about 60 pounds, so it's not a mountain lion or anything, but and it's way bigger than a bobcat. Come on, buddy. All right, well, we're coming up on the other side, so time to say goodbye. And thanks for taking this walk with me around the property. Hey, Dale. Hey, Dale. Hi. Hey, buddy. Take care. See ya. I thought I'd finish up the walk. Hey, what the hell? Go right up to the house so you can see the path as we're going up to the house. Here we go. There it is. Come on, Dale. Let's go. He leads the way the whole time. There's the abode. Look at the daffodils coming up. And into my office. Hey, Bob. There we go. Deo! Get in here! I don't know where he went. That's it. See ya.